This is it. Canon just dropped something that's gonna make the handheld filmmaker grin so hard you'd think they packed joy into the CF Express card slot. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds good, so let's roll with it. The EOS C50 is here, and it's not just another cinema camera, it's a little beast that's trimming any bulk, packing some serious punch, and daring Sony's FX3 to keep up. Before we start, this video is brought to you by the DaVinci System V2, now upgraded to V2.5. It's the 5-star system hundreds of creators are using to save hours every week with preset timelines, organized bins, and mini effects that make your content creation finally feel consistent. The link is down below if you're ready to start editing smarter, not harder. All right, here we go. Let's get into the brand new Canon EOS C50. They teased it last week, and today they finally gave us all the details on it, and this is pretty exciting stuff. Canon's calling this their smallest, lightest cinema camera ever. We're talking roughly 1.5 pounds. There's no EVF, no SDI port, and no built-in NDs. It's overall pretty stripped down and zeroed in heavily on video performance and capability. Inside the compact shell, though, is a brand new 7K full-frame CMOS sensor that pulls double-duty raw video and stills with 32 megapixels, dual-base ISO, Canon C-Log 2, and a 12-bit Cinema Raw light. It really lives for that color grade in post-production like a proper cinema camera should. So why did Canon make this thing? I believe it's because filmmakers are wanting cinema tools that are more compact for indie sets, things like documentaries, social content. And these creators need capability and power that's pocketable, and most cinema cameras simply aren't. But the C50 is exactly that. It is hybrid ready, it's more cinema-centric, and pretty nimble overall. Now, we already mentioned a couple, but let's really break down the deets a little bit further. It's got 7K full frame, 60 frames per second raw thanks to the new sensor and Digic DV7 engine. It's got a 3.2 open gate recording. For the first time in Cinema EOS systems, you can use the entire sensor area and then crop later however you like. I think that's super awesome. It's got 4K up to 120 frames per second, 2K up to 180 frames per second for slow-mo, and simultaneous 2K crop recording in 916, 917, or 1.1, which is great for vertical or square content. Dual pixel CMOS AF2, still shooting with 32 megapixel at up to 40 frames per second in photo mode, albeit there is no mechanical shutter, so no flash sync here. There's a top handle included. It's got XLRs, a zoom rocker, a tally light, record button, remote control via IP, CF Express, and SD card slots. All great things. Honestly, the biggest competition seems to be the Sony FX3, which reignited the mini cinema camera battlefield. Everyone is using it and talking about it and has been for a while. It's obviously super light, great autofocus, full frame 4K, but I will say this, on paper, the C50 may have it beat on a few things, including that resolution and the awesome open gate flexibility. Plus, you know, us Canon shooters get the native RF lens support and the Canon color science that everybody loves, myself included. Okay, so how about the price? The C50 with the handle is gonna set you back just under 4K, where the Sony FX3 is just above 4K. So it's very close, about a $200 difference, give or take. And the C50 is dropping late Q4 of 2025, likely in November, just before the holidays. They know exactly what they're doing. So if you're a shooter torn between mirrorless and cinema gear, the C50 might just be your answer. It's a proper cinema tool you can easily throw into a backpack or into a side satchel of some kind. You want cinematic slow motion and then flip the 2K crop for shorts? Done. If you want grade-rich footage in open gate, which I think is awesome, then crop for different deliverables, done and done. So I'd say this camera is not for someone who wants EVF for solo shooting or built-in NDs. I would say it's tool first and not an all-rounder camera necessarily. But for the indie filmmaker and even the serious content creator, it's an awesome win in my opinion, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. And if you're a Canon creator who wants to work with true cinema tools, the C50 maybe just opened that door for you, and flipped it pretty wide at that. But I'll go ahead and close out here. Let me know your thoughts on the C50 and how you think it'll stack up in the real world against the Sony FX3 in the comments below. And of course, if you want to hang out over more gear talk like this one, hit that sub button, and I will see you in the next one.